We're looking for the Great Muchina Yokai!
Do you know where it lives?
Great Muchina Yokai? What's this?
Huh? You've never heard of it? It's a sneaky monster that goes around playing tricks on people. It's got magic powers.
One time, the Great Muchina Yokai stole some rice from our house. And this other time, sounds like a very naughty little monster.
'Cause we finally found out how to chase it up.
My dad said that the Great Muchina Yokai likes to play tricks on people, so all we need to do is chase it away. Then we can come out and play. This monster sounds scary, though. Surely your parents must be. Oh, not really. I told my dad that I was gonna find the Great Muchina.
So we think it must be weak right now. It's probably hiding away so it can rest.
Yeah. So as long as we get home before it gets its strength back.
Something sounds very strange about all this. But Paimon can't say exactly what it is. Yeah, Paimon feels like the Great Muchina Yokai is one of those storybooks. We should tell them so they don't waste all their time. Look, oh, children, listen up. There's no need to go looking for the Great Muchina Yokai.
Huh?
No way.
That's impossible. Your folks are just worried about you is all. They don't want you wandering too far from home because that's not true. The Great Muchina Yokai?
Yeah! Yoimiya's even making some weapons for us. And then she's gonna show us.
Yoimiya, huh?
We told her all about the Great Muchina Yokai. She said we shouldn't be scared of it. We should learn.
We've been waiting for ages now. And finally, Yoimiya said that today's the day.
Yoimiya plays with us and tells us stories all the time. She wouldn't tell a lie. But... Come on, let's get out of here and go find Yoimiya. Wait, hold on, don't go! They didn't seem to take that very well. But Paimon was only... Who knows what Yoimiya's got to do with this? Let's follow the kids and see what's...
Cheer up, guys. Don't be so down. He was only joking back there. How about the Great Muchina Yokai?
But we've never seen it for ourselves.
That's because the Great Muchina Yokai is extra powerful. And that's exactly... It's okay. Don't be discouraged. Hey, remember, if you want to be a hero, you gotta have patience. Even if you can't find it right now, it'll definitely show up before the fireworks show starts. So, remember to come and pick up. No matter how powerful the Great Muchina Yokai might be, it's no match for my specially made fireworks. Just light them up and it's up to you guys to protect your homes, your crops, and...
Got it. Thanks, Miss Yoimiya. We'll try and be more patient.
Oh yeah, hold up a sec. I have a few slips of paper for you guys, one each. Remember to give it, just tell them it's from Yoimiya. They'll know what it's about.
Okay, thank you, Yoimiya.
Thanks, Yoimiya. Come play with us. Sure thing, will do. Take care on the way back, and I'll see you later. So it was you guys. I guessed as much from the way the kids... The Great Muchina Yokai is pretty popular with the kids, so of course they're...
Okay, but it definitely...
Yeah, the first time I heard about it, I knew straight away that was probably something the parents... But when the kids asked me about it, I didn't want to break it to them. I just told them that it looks cute and likes to play pranks and doesn't hurt. So, I guess now the kids' impression of the Great Muchina Yokai...
Huh. So in a way, this monster is all a product of...
Maybe so. In any case, I'm not gonna be the one who exposes it. Sure, it's likely that the parents just wanted to stop the kids from staying out all the time. But if I just go ahead and tell them that the great Mujina yokai doesn't exist without knowing the full story, then besides, they're just kids. They should be allowed to believe it if it makes them happy. That's more important to them than questioning what's real and what isn't. Heck, I entertain my fair share of fantasies too. The fire diamond that spins around and shoots out lights that are all the colors of the rainbow. Ooh, the mist spirits that live. I know that they don't really exist, but I still enjoy believing in them. If someone came up to me and started telling me to stop, I'd give them the evil eyes and tell them to get the heck out of my face because it's just so annoying. Right? So what if it's made up? It's also really awesome and kind of magical. So the things we believed and the experiences we had when we were young turned into our price. When you were kids, surely you guys believed in things like heroes who slew dragons and sacred swords that cut. If we tear apart these kids' fairy tales now, what else do we have to tell them? That Inazuma's locked down? All the grim tales of the Vision Hunt decree?
Yeah! Oh!
Whether you understood me or not, don't you worry. I'll take care of the kids and make sure they stay safe. Okay, it's about time I headed back. The Naganohara fireworks show is just around the corner.
Naganohara fireworks show?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why our name is on the event. It's well known. Oh, on the subject, are you busy these days? If not, then you should totally come along. I'll prepare an extra pretty firework just for you. In that case, come with me to Naganohara. We'll go see my bots. There's still a few fireworks to finish off before the show. Inazuma is home to the Yai Publishing House, and a lot of people who like to write stories too. In fact, most of what they write is based off of the kinds of fairy tales I was just talking about. A lot of them have back. Or someone will see the mist spirit and not manage to catch it, but because they angered it, it'll never show itself again. The hero who slays the dragon becomes the next dragon. The sacred sword that once fought the darkness now becomes a doomsday weapon. Hey Pups, I'm back!
The fireworks show is almost upon us, and the fireworks for each Oh, new faces? Who are these two?
A bit of both, actually. They arrived in Inazuma just recently. Can't let them miss out on a fireworks show.
Well, either way, come on in and have a seat. And I, Naganohara Ryunosuke, will tell you all about the long history.
That can wait. Pups, I need to ask you about something.
A long...
Pops has started... Sorry about this. Ever since Pops had his accident, his ears don't work too well.
Really? But for a moment there, it almost seemed like you were...
Much later, people eventually realized that if you grind certain materials into dust, they burn with many...
Pops, wait!
Huh? What's that?
Did they deliver those firework materials that we ordered yet?
Oh! Yesterday's fireworks have all been delivered. So have the ones from the day before.
No, Pops, I meant the materials.
Today's fireworks are almost ready too, don't you?
No, Pops, the materials. The raw materials.
Sorry?
Materials!
Oh!
Yes! Sorry, Paimon got all excited.
The materials aren't here yet. The couriers did come up.
No worries. As long as we know, that's fine. We can just make them later.
Of course.
Oh, sorry if we were a little loud. It's always the way, though. It's like that every time I need to ask Pops something. That's my Pops. He's a good person, all right. Because my Pops is deaf, he never argues with anyone and never contradicts them. When I was little, I thought it was because he really understood me and agreed with whatever I had to say. Eventually, I realized that the reason he was like that was that he's deaf. But I still tell him stories.
Huh? Why would you do that?
It just makes me happy to see him smile. And it keeps him from being lonely, right? Anyway, more importantly right now, the fireworks show is right around the corner.
Yoimiya? Is that you?
Oh, you scared me.
Sorry.
Hold on. I'm coming. phone's looking. Okay, you can come out now. We're lucky that no one from the Tenryou Commission was around. Otherwise, we'd all...
Sorry, I guess I was a little rash, but when I heard you come back,
Don't worry, Sakajiro. So far, at least, everything... We're going to look for firework materials shortly. While we're out, we'll sort out the boat situation for you, as promised.
Thank you for all your help.
He's one of our old customers. He came back to Inazuma from the outside world not long ago. While he was smuggling himself in,
An arrest warrant?
Shh! Keep it down! We don't want to... If Sakajiro was caught, there's no knowing what crimes they could charge him with. All we can do is find him a boat and send him out of Inazuma again. Yeah, we know it's going to be dangerous.
What if the boat capsizes? If things are this bad, couldn't you just not come?
Well... But as soon as I got back, I started hearing about all these unbelievable changes. I didn't want to cause any trouble for Yoimiya or Mr. Ryunosuke, but I'm very grateful to them for taking...
Hey, no worries. You're more than welcome. Remember what I said? As long as you've got that little piece
of paper?
Yep, the same paper slips as the one I gave to the kids earlier. Whenever a customer orders fireworks for a commemorative event, only people from inside my family can understand what's written on it. It's the recipe for the fireworks they order. If someone shows a Naganohara that paper slip, we guarantee we can make the exact same firework as the original one they...
Wow, that is...
It's a family tradition. All our regular customers know about...
The slip I have is from back when my parents ordered fireworks from Mr. Ryunosuke. Now that I think about it, it must be nearly 20 years ago. I would have thought that things would turn...
It'll be fine. Escaping in a boat is just a last resort for if there's no other way. Also try and whatever their reasons might be, if our customers come to us looking for help, we're not about to leave them high and dry.
Thank you. This way, I still have some time to consider my options.
All right. Well, let's not stay out here in the open for too long. Hurry up and get back inside.
All right, I'll leave it...
It's a shame. They still wouldn't give him a permit, even though... Speaking of, you guys only got here recently. How did you manage to get a permit?
Even then, we only got through thanks to some help from Miss Hiragi Chisato of the...
I see. So you had big shots helping you. I guess... I just wish the commissions could be a little bit... I bet nowhere else you've been is quite like Inazuma, huh? Well, no matter what, I'm sorry. I invited you to come watch the fireworks, but now you don't have to join me if you don't want to. I can go sort out the firework materials in the boat by myself. And then you can come meet me back at the house later. Oh, cool! Then let's start with Sakajiro's boat. We can chat along the way. Oh yeah! If it's fine with you, can I ask how you two first met?
He saved me from drowning this one time, and after that, we started traveling together. Why do you ask?
Nothing. I'm just quite envious of your relationship. If my pops had a person like you around, his being deaf wouldn't hold things up all the time. Koichi, I'm here! How is the boat coming along?
Yeah, it's, all right, I guess. Wait, should we really be talking about...
Oh, don't worry, they're my friends. You can trust them. They came with me to...
Yeah, you could say we're all in...
Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't mean to doubt you. I'm just being cautious. The boat is ready, but I'll have to be discreet moving it here.
Huh? Why is...
Because of the Sokoku decree, the Tenryou Commission is really suspicious of any kind of seaborne vessel. Even the smallest ones, they'll stop and interrogate us.
I understand.
Don't be silly. I'm actually happy you came to me for help. I've always come to you for fireworks. Right, I'll go fetch the boat now.
Thank you. Oh, if it's on the way, you can always pick up your fireworks from my house. Everything was made in strict accordance with what was on the paper slip.
All right then. The fireworks show will be starting soon, won't it? You should make sure your new friends get to
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, you know what? You should tell them...
That's a long story, actually.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it.
Lucky you reminded me. Otherwise, I would have ended up chatting the rest of the day. I've been so busy with the fireworks business these past few days that I haven't had a moment to stop and chat with any. Of course, Pops is happy to listen to me chatter away, but because he can hardly hear anything, it's difficult to get. And I'm doing it again, aren't I? What I meant to say was, while Koichi is bringing the boat here, I need to make fireworks not just for you guys, but for those kids and Sakajiro as well. We're missing a lot of material. It'll be fine. It's actually like this every year. There's always a bunch of extra orders. When people want fireworks, it's always because they have something to commemorate. And if they miss the chance, they might never get another one. So, no matter how—
So, what you're trying to say—
Oh, I do! I really do! Being born into a family of fireworks makers, I feel like since I was a kid, I've been obsessed with, But what I really wanted to say was, don't worry about me. Sorry. It's just that good conversation can be as fleeting as fireworks sometimes, you know? So, when I'm in the mood and I've got a lot to say, let's head to the city. I think I'll try my luck with some people that I know.
Question! Doesn't it hurt your voice talking all the time?
It can get uncomfortable, I guess, but what else would I be using my voice for?
You kinda have a point.
Here we are. Hello, Morihiko. How?
Yoimiya! Ha! No need to beat around the bush. You're here for the fireworks materials,
Huh? Really?
Because a fireworks show is coming up. And that usually means you'll be running all over the place. I've come to expect it now.
Oh, I'm so sorry for bothering you every time.
Ah, come on now. You know I didn't mean it like that. What about you two? Are you the ones needing some fire? It's no trouble at all, my friend. Once when I had an argument with my son, I'm hopeless at communicating with him. If it wasn't for Yoimi—
Nah, he was never gonna come to that. He's a sensitive kid and he cares a lot about your feelings. It's just maybe if you turn that frown upside down once in a while, he might feel more at ease.
Yeah, I guess I'm probably too serious, which is strange because I don't think I'm anything like that when I'm talking with other people.
Don't worry about it. No one's perfect. If you have any more trouble even if it's not fireworks related, I'll happily oblige. Customers come first.
All right then. Everyone's always saying what a good kid. Go ahead and take the ore, by the way.
Oh, no you don't. That's out of the—
Don't worry. Just take it as—
Gratitude won't pay your bills, though. Don't do this to me. Can't we just—
I already said it's fine. Please, just take it. Surely you've got
Well, how about this then? I'll record this in my notebook, and we can consider it a down payment against any fireworks you want to purchase in the—
There's no All right then. If you would pass on my regards to your dad, tell him Morihiko wishes him health.
Will do. You look after yourself as well. Don't push yourself too hard. You don't want to make yourself—
Everyone seems to really like you, Yoimiya.
You're not the first person to say that. In fact, some people think I'll literally— when that happens, I say to them, hey, this is a fireworks store. But they don't always listen, so it can't be helped. Anyway, we've gotten all the materials we need now, so next, we just need to go find someone to process. Mr. Aminoma, it's me!
Yoimiya. If I'm not mistaken, you must be here—
Seems like everyone knows how busy Yoimiya gets leading—
I'm very sorry. Would you be able to wait for a while? I have quite a backlog of web—
No worry. Oh, wait, actually, how about this? Do you need a hand? As long as we can get through your orders, you can help me process my ore, right?
That will depend on my math.
Oh, you don't mind, do you, Mr. Aminoma? As you know, it's not long now until the Naganohara fireworks show starts. There's still a lot of fireworks left to make, if I don't finish them on—
Talkative as ever, I see. Dear child, the essence of Amenoma art is patience and focus. When the mind is if you badger Hajime like this, you will—
But this is a special circumstance, surely! The Naganohara fireworks show is right around the corner!
So give me your ore, and I will process it for you.
Huh? Master!
Is that so surprising? It is.
Thank you for helping out, Mr. Amenoma.
You're quite welcome. The Naganohara fireworks show is an important event. But Yoimiya, you should plan things more carefully in the future.
I'll try my best. In the future, I'll get some extra materials in to cover any unexpected change.
Though for you, dear child, no matter how much— Excuse me.
Wow, Mr. Amenoma! Just look at the shape and size of these grains! It's been a while since I've seen you take up your tools, but it looks like you're crafting.
Of course. I have studied these techniques.
So have Amenoma art and Naganohara fireworks?
Back in the day, it was my master, and Ryunosuke's father. The people may have Hajime in the future.
I know.
Alright, I won't bother you guys any. Okay, time to head off. Koichi probably isn't back just yet, but let's go wait for him. Just as I thought, he isn't back yet. But not to worry, because actually, I've been sorry for dragging you with me everywhere. Everyone's been so good to—
Feels like Paimon has barely spoke.
I felt like I was neglecting you guys. So, I wanted to find an opportunity to— When we first met, I was in a hurry. We didn't have the chance to sit down and have a proper chat. You guys are travelers, right? So, where else did you go before coming to Inazuma? Ooh, sounds great! I heard they pretty much have no rules over there, right? So people are— My pops actually received a gift from one of his old customers over there. It was from—
Dawn Winery! Their dandelion wine is super—
Yes, that's the one! I remember when he drank it. I've never seen him enjoy a bottle of wine so much in his life. My friend once said to me that only people with a strong will and a clear purpose decide to go traveling. Maybe it's to see a certain view or to fulfill a— So, what made you guys embark on your treacherous journey to Inazuma?
And to find a lost family member, too.
You were separated from your family because of a— Oh, that must be really tough. I get it. Well, if that's how it is, then that's how it is. Unlike the outside world, what Inazuma seeks is eternity. In other words, a state of the advantage of that is that if you're ever tired from your journey, Inazuma's a great— let me put it this way. I was just worried that you might be getting weary. And if you keep pressing on in that state, you might start to lose sight of the things that made you want to—
Sometimes.
When you're exhausted, everything becomes an uphill struggle, even trying to have fun. An adventurer friend of mine once told me that if you're too focused on reaching the end of the race, you'll miss a lot of opportunities and precious moments to be had along the way. Don't worry though, I'm sure I can think of some way to get you feeling relaxed and happy. And you're here now, so even if you're gonna leave eventually, who knows? Once you're reunited with your family, maybe you'll find Inazuma the right kind of place to call home. I already have an idea of the color and type of fireworks I want to give you guys.
Yoimiya, I'm back. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head over to the boat. Okay, good. Let's go then. Just—
If it can withstand the storms out on the ocean—
Absolutely. Rest assured that the quality— Can't be helped, I'm afraid. This is the biggest and sturdiest boat that I can provide. It's built from the finest Inazuma. Still, I'll be the first to admit that if he's...
I'm also hoping Sakajiro won't have to use it. It's just there as a last. I gotta say though, Koichi, it feels like you're...
I'm not the one you should be praising. To avoid detection, we each worked on our own materials separately, then assembled them. This is the largest we could afford to build. Any bigger and there's no way it would pass.
Let's store the boat here for now then. I'll fill Sakajiro in when I get back.
Uh-oh. Paimon feels really worried all of a sudden.
Maybe it does, but I knew what I was getting into from the moment. My family has pretty good connections with the Yashiro Commission. We work very closely with them. And whenever there's a national event of any sort, the other two commissions come to us too. As long as I'm polite and respectful and don't cause a fuss, they won't look to cause trouble for me either. And anyway, to your point about collaboration...
That's true. This was all a collaborative effort.
Ah, so you're seasoned crooks already, eh? Anyway, thanks for everything, Koichi. And your fireworks are ready, so just go pick them up from my house whenever you want. While you're there, you can get my pops...
Oh, don't worry about paying anything. Third Sis would be sure to...
Who's Third Sis?
Oh, let me explain this one. It's a story my pops told me. There used to be a thriving merchants guild in Inazuma. At one point, there were a dozen or so kids born around the same time to the families of the guild. They all grew up together, each of them learning their respective families' business. They were a tightly knit group of friends. But eventually, they all grew up and decided that it was inevitable that business would send them all to different corners of the world, and that they'd have far less opportunity.
That's right. Just before we went our separate ways, the eldest of the group suggested that we should all go watch some fireworks together one last time.
They were all very ambitious types, and each had their own knack for doing business. One after that, he hardly saw them. But whenever one of them did come back to visit, fireworks...
Yeah, no matter how close you and your friends are, there's always going to be some distance after being separated for a long time. But as soon as the fireworks lit up to us, those memories...
Oh, so this is what you meant when you were talking about commemorating.
Yep, that's exactly right. That's why I can't let people down when they're counting on me for their fireworks. Anyway, I need to go update Sakajiro. See you, Koichi. Thanks again for...
Yeah, I should get out of here too. I don't want to get caught...
Okay, story time. So, whenever Koichi brings one of his friends from the trade association to see me, they always mention how they used to play with me when I was a kid, or held me once as a baby, or something. But there are so many of them in that friendship group, and I don't remember anything from that age anyway, so I never have a clue who they are. One time, he shows up with another one of his friends, and the friend asks me if I remembered him. So I'm like, yes, I do! You held me once when I was just a baby. Koichi just bursts out laughing and says, the boat is ready and waiting! I'll mark the location for you on the map. Before you leave, I recommend that you
After how much effort it took to get back in, it's hard to convince myself to leave again. Especially...
Well, they won't look much better if you get caught by the Tenryou Commission. I'm afraid that sooner or later they are going to find you here.
I'm sorry. I'll make sure to get out of here before they come. I promise, I won't cause you...
I didn't mean it like that. If we ever ran into any problems, but if the Tenryou Commission does catch up to you, they make a run...
Okay, I won't let them catch... But...
Why did you want to come back to Inazuma?
I didn't used to like this place at all. That's why I left. But looking back on things now, once I started to realize that, I got restless. I couldn't stop thinking of... So I... Forget it. What does it matter now? It's too late anyway.
What a pity.
Talk to us about it. Maybe we could...
If only there was no Sakoku decree, huh? Anyway, don't worry. We're not going to bother you about it. We'll keep trying to buy you as much time as possible, and the Tenryou Commission. If only they weren't so overzealous, there might be a way... Oh, that's right! That elderly couple, old customers of ours, their son's in the Tenryou... That's it! I'll go talk to them. Maybe they...
Are you sure they won't just...
Oh, don't worry about that. They're really... Alright, you should get back indoors, Okay, let's go! Wait, hang on. What about the fireworks? All those material pots? Pots! No, never mind. I know! I'll write him a note telling him to...
Ahem! Why did you cut Paimon off earlier?
Because what he needs isn't an answer. Just time.
Well, if it isn't Yoimiya. Come on, are these two your friends?
Yes, they're travelers from afar. Outsiders have a...
Indeed, these are unprecedented times. But seeing as they came all this way...
Oh, before I...
Oh, thank you, dear. Your family is so good to... I wonder if I'll still be around to see the next heir of...
Of course you will. You're both in great health. Don't say things like that.
We aren't as young as we once were, though. It used to be that I could spend all day working the land, carrying water back. I wanted to do some weeding yesterday, but as soon as I bent down...
No worries. Say no more. Will he...
No. We can't be putting you to... I'll just go fetch the tea and some snacks.
It's fine. It's not like it's the first time I've helped you with chores. I just haven't had much time recently with the fireworks show coming up.
It's no trouble, really.
Oh, you're such good kids. If you're quite sure it's no trouble, then I have some pickled radish here. Would you mind delivering it to some...
Sure, it won't take us... The old folks aren't very mobile, so come on, let's help them out. We'll get rid of the weeds first, and then... Yeah, you got it! And that should just about do it. Satoru is on the other side of the village. Let's go see him now. Hey, Satoru! How have you been? Keeping well?
Yeah, same as usual. Not much has changed.
All thanks to the support of our loyal customers. The family business, we sold some fireworks to Liyue a while back, and word is, they were a real hit.
That must mean a lot more work for you, though. Are you sure you would... If it gets too much, don't forget, you can always...
We should be fine. I think we... Oh, yeah. This is...
Oh, wow, thank you so much. But then I tried some of Mrs. Imatani's homemade stuff and I...
Speaking of your family, how's everyone?
They're doing well. We have the occasional heated argument. Being close to family is better than never getting to see them. Even if it does mean putting... Now, Mr. and Mrs. Imatani seem to have a great relationship. But still, they must...
They didn't seem that way to me. You make a good point, though. I should drop by more often in the future.
Oh, I'm sure they'd love that. As would all of us in Konda Village.
Thank you! Now that we finished all the chores, it's time to talk to the Imatanis about Sakujiro.
What's the hurry? What's the hurry?
That was quick.
Younger people have bundles of energy, and older people have a wealth of wisdom.
Speaking of youth, do you know...
Oh, so it has. Goodness, how the time flies. You barely noticed.
50 years since what? Some important...
Well, if you must know, it was 50...
Oh, stop trying to impress them. We both know you were the one who was...
Well, maybe you're right. 50 years ago, I proposed to my wife at the Nagana. To tell the truth, I was still a little uncertain. I wasn't sure what I was... Even as it was rising up into the sky, But then it exploded. The sky lit up. I looked back at her before I knew what was happening. Apparently,
50 years. In some ways, it's a long time. In others, it's no time. But 50 years of being together.
I had no idea it was your 50th anniversary. If I'd known...
Oh, no, it's quite all right. We always set off the same. Seeing that firework go off takes us right back to those days.
What a great relief.
Enough about us, though. Yoimiya, aren't you busy?
Yeah, it's a...
Sakujiro. So...
Huh? You know...
He was our boy's best friend when they... They were inseparable. They grew up together, but one day...
Sakujiro seemed to feel that Inazuma was too peaceful, but our Keisuke took after his father and mother. You know what children are like. They get
I see.
Keisuke said nothing to me or my wife about the fight. We could sense that he was eventually, whether out of pent-up anger or for some other reason,
If it was anything else, I could talk to Keisuke. But since it's Sakujiro...
What a strange coincidence.
I understand now. When I asked Sakujiro why he came back, he just said, because now I finally understand why he can't decide.
Two best buddies in childhood. One grows up to join the Tenryou Commission.
Well, no worries. If we can find some other way to help Sakujiro, there's no need to make things difficult for you. This sounds like something...
Yes.
I think after all these years, they ought to...
Well, can't say we didn't try. I'll let Sakujiro know after we get back.
Yoimiya, something bad's happened.
Huh? Why? Pops, are you alright? They didn't do anything.
I told them the show was starting soon and the place was filled with fireworks, so they shouldn't go in because... But they didn't listen. It seemed like they knew Sakujiro... Luckily, Sakujiro heard them coming in time and managed to escape through the window.
Oh, this is bad news. I don't think Sakujiro had enough time, Pops. Did you see where he went? Oh, the Tenryou Commission will definitely be chasing after him. Good point. Names. Reading names. The Commission wouldn't normally cause this big of a fuss over a stove.
Sorry, my ears are no good. And I didn't get a good look at them either. I wish I'd caught their names.
As it happens, I was getting some ore from my friend's place and happened to bump into them on the way over. I think their leader's name was Keisuke, just like you said.
Just as I thought. Thanks. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, those two running into each other won't solve anything. And even worse, we can't let that happen. Come with me. Let's try. It's Mochizaka and his friends! Let's ask them!
Hi, Yoimiya! Are the weapons to scare away the great Mujina yokai ready yet?
Oh, Mr. Ryunosuke is making them right now.
Aren't you gonna play with it?
I'm sorry. I have something important to do, right? But I'll bring you guys some candy next time. The extra sweet candy.
Yay!
Also, I wanted to ask you guys something. Did you see a...
Yep, we did.
Are they trying to catch a monster?
No, don't worry. Be good kids and stay out of trouble, all right? Stay in the city for now, and I'll come play with you after the fireworks start.
We will. We'll be on our best behavior.
It looks like this is the right way. Let's keep going. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, I guess I'll have to step in. Look! There are people from the Tenryou Commission over there! It must be them!
Sorry, official business. I can't let you pass.
Sakujiro and Keisuke are up ahead, right? We need to talk to them.
Didn't you hear me? You're not getting past.
Ugh, What a nuisance! Well... Fire hazard!
I must withdraw.
The fuse is lit!
I must withdraw.
Here come the fireworks! That didn't count!
I must withdraw.
Time for a light show!
I must withdraw.
How dare you impede the work of the Tenryou Commission? You will be punished for your act. There is nowhere you can escape justice. Not even at the edges of the world.
Look at that! The one with the left. We can't waste any more time on these guys. Let's push on. They should be just ahead.
Your skills with the sword have stagnated, Sakujiro. You should have known that you stood no chance against me in a duel.
I never imagined I'd fall into your hands. If this is to be my fate...
But your return says that you finally came around to my point of view.
Whatever you say.
You will return with me to the Tenryou Commission. The one who made this boat will also be
Wait! It doesn't have to end like this! Don't you have
Hey, I know you. You're Naganahara's girl, who makes the fireworks. I know you like to get involved in other people's...
It's okay, Yoimiya. The past is the past.
And why did you risk life and limb to get yourself back into Inazuma? And why were you so reluctant? I'll tell you why. This is why. This is the chance you've been waiting.
I have nothing to say to him. He's a criminal. I work for the Tenryou Commission. There was never any room. Out of respect for the friendship we once had, I gave him a chance to fight for his freedom. But
what are you talking about? And just who do you think you left all your subordinates back there to guard the road, making sure no one else followed you here? Seems to me like you were hoping for a... I can see it in your faces. You both have so much to say, and you're just gonna...
Don't flatter yourself. What would you...
Yoimiya, leave it.
No, I won't leave it! I will not stand by a Keisuke. You seem to like settling things with a duel, so let's do it your way. If I win, then you need to say everything that's in your heart. And the same goes for you, Sakujiro. If I win, you will tell Keisuke exactly why you came back. No, if you don't say anything now, you may never have a...
And if you lose?
Then I'll admit to collaborating with Sakujiro and accept the Tenryou Commission's punishment.
Yoimiya.
I accept.
Sir, we're here to back you up.
Back up? Duels are supposed to be one-on-one! Alright, that's it! Let's help Yoimiya! We can't let her fight them all alone!
Fire hazard!
Sir, they are too strong. We need more men.
Stand down.
What?
I thought I told you to stay away.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Young lady, you are just as obstinate. Why were you so convinced that we had things to say to—
Because Sakujiro may not have told me about you when he came back. Then your parents told me about what happened between you when you were younger. Once I'd heard the story, and that's why I simply refuse to believe that you have nothing to say to each other. Nobody sets off a firework to feel lonely, do they?
The reason I came back is that it wasn't that I'd changed my mind. I just felt that what I'd done in the past— I saw the freedom of Mondstadt, the contracts of Liyue, the wisdom of Sumero, and the justice of I was glad that I'd left Inazuma, but then I was an escapee, and I was proud of that. What I should have tried to do is take the good things from the outside world and bring—
So that's why you came back? Out of your naive hope of changing—
No, I let go of all those delusions of grandeur. I just felt that—
Huh?
I don't know about you, but life hasn't been easy for me. But I just had to come back and visit. It was like fate was calling me, and
Life isn't easy for anyone. I truly worship the Raiden Shogun. Her ideas were my personal creed. But now, my role is to punish violators of the Sakoku decree and confiscate— I do wonder, am I really doing the right thing? The boat is yours.
Huh?
I couldn't make you stay in Inazuma, but that doesn't mean I want to keep—
What will you say to the—
Don't worry about that. I'll handle— If you want to come back, I hear the process of returning to Inazuma from— I will lend you my help, but until then, and don't kick the bucket on the—
Don't worry, Keisuke. Any chance we can watch the fireworks together?
Maybe next time. I'll be demoted for sure. It's not like me to give in to childish sentiment like this. I can't explain why I went through with it. It's the one that Sakujiro planned on using for his escape. I asked Yoshitaka and the others to transport it here, citing the temporary contraband storage clause. Forcing Sakujiro to this spot was also some— It's just like you said, Yoimiya. Even though I hadn't fully made up my mind, my act—
But I think you did the right thing. And look—
I understand now. Thank you. I didn't know you were quite—
That's only because I know your parents so well. They're both really—
I had heard there was a new Naganohara running things these days. Little loud and reckless, maybe, but you live up— By the way, Naganohara fireworks can reproduce the firework that the two of us—
Sorry, no can do. Without the slipper reference, I can't make the same one again. And I'm afraid
Never mind then.
Don't get too down just yet, though. I mentioned that Sakujiro ordered I can't make another one, but I'm guessing Sakujiro probably won't be needing his anymore. It'd be a shame for it to go to waste, so—
Thank you very much.
No worries. And—
Yoimiya, the way you took command of that whole—
What can I say? I like to talk. I'm a strong believer in if you're not willing to communicate, then the problem just sits there. If you just keep staring at it without Sakujiro and Keisuke can't turn back the clock in their relationship. But anyway, follow me. I'll bring you to the perfect place to watch the fireworks. My pops will set off the firework that I wanted to give to you.
What's the hurry? What's the hurry?
Huh? Oh, it's... Keisuke.
was so beautiful I didn't actually cry though, right? Oh, remember that big one that went up first? The gold one? That's the one I had Pops make for you.
Oh, Paimon saw it! It was one of the best ones!
That's what I wanted to hear! No matter where your journey takes you, and no matter what hardships might lie ahead, I hope you'll always be able. I believe that as time goes by, this firework will only grow Oh, and also, you're technically my customers now. Here, this is your paper slip.
You know, Yoimiya, you seem to turn into a completely different person during the fireworks. You were so—
Oh, I can hear you. I just have a habit of being silent, quietly watching something you made with your own hands rise into the sky. Feels like you asked me what fireworks mean to me, right?
Yep. Well, for Koichi, who built the boat for us, and his friend, for Keisuke's parents, and for Keisuke and Sakujiro. Oh yeah, right, but—
As for me, to be honest,
Seriously? Huh.
Well, no one's ever asked me this before, so I've never really said. It was by chance that I happened to be born into the Naganohara family. It's also by chance that I've met so many people, learned so many things, and discovered that fireworks that disappear in a flash of light are probably the furthest thing away from the eternity that our shogun. But people's feelings don't just disappear, and it's those feelings that give fireworks their purpose. If nobody wanted to watch fireworks, also consider this. You have to have the Naganoharas because so many people are emotionally invested, and if we didn't exist, their wishes would go unfulfilled. I don't really think about complicated, but I'm proud that I was born into the Naganohara family and have the chance to make so many pretty fireworks.
Inazuma is not such a bad place. Paimon's having a pretty good time. But we should probably go and see about the next operation that Toma and Ayaka were talking about.